These are the best maps of Season 8. At the beginning of the season, I issued the Season 8 build challenge, and you guys responded in spades. There are so many different categories in this one, some really great maps to play, and some of these entries are gonna blow your mind. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start where we left off at the end of last season. The alien ship comes crashing down into the Battle Royale island, and all that's left is the rubble. What has become of our Dr. Sloan? Where is she? Well, this awesome cinematic from Fisher kind of shows what Dr. Sloan was up to. But what's left on the island now is terrifying to those left in the loop with your takes on what the caretaker looks like. And even a look at their queen. We had a couple of entries in this category with codes, so let's take a look at those. This map is purely an artistic build, but I thought it was really cool to see how Axo recreated the crash site of the alien ship, and I just love the lighting and the feel of this map. There's already vegetation growing on the ship, and it just is really cool. This is one of the most impressive builds of this video. Chase Jackman always blows me away with his ability to create awesome terrains and just magical areas. Here, just listen to my first reaction. Okay, here we go. Checking out Chase Jackman's artistic build here. Whoa! Oh my gosh, guys, check this out! This is stunning. Oh my goodness, guys, look at the terrain around. The terrain is awesome. Underneath the water, the rocks and everything. I love the like disco ball usage over there. It just looks like a really cool like planet or something. Particle effects up in the sky look amazing. The moon in the background's positioned perfect. This is just, I love it. Now let's move to a bit of a lighter category and look at all of the amazing builds you guys did based off of the skin Tuna Fish. These were some of my favorite entries to look at as they're all so creative and so fun. We even had some recreations of Cuphead, which I love. I love seeing your different cities and towns, and even Bendy and the Ink Machine made a few appearances. I love taking a journey into Cartoon Land because it really shows how far creative has come with lighting, really giving us the ability to expand our creations. Now let's take a look at the one entry with the code because I love this little adventure. Dreamscape made this really cool map based around the Tuna Fish skin, where basically you're sucked into your TV and transported to a Toon Land. Welcome to Toontown. Ah, not again! Not head to my house! Not again! What do you mean? The writer of this cartoon was fired and is now trying to destroy the world he created. You're trying to stop the writer from destroying it, and it's just awesome. We did it! We stopped the writer! Okay, now let's move into the sideways. And to really get us going, let's take a listen to PG Plays here with his recreation of the Stranger Things music. Love the concept of the sideways or the upside down, and I loved your recreations of cities or areas, or even attempting to recreate the sideways in Fortnite. There were a few extra shoutouts to Stranger Things, especially the Season 2 Stranger Things monster, but mostly just some really cool builds. Okay, now let's look at one of our sideways entries with a code. This was a really quick map by SoapGen, but I really loved it. You run in through this little mini maze, and then you come out into this huge open area where there's a ton of zombies. But I just loved the build here. It looked so cool. The objective was to find this crystal here and then take it back to the start. It was a fun little mini game to show off in an awesome artistic build. One of the most epic categories in the build competition was the Spider-Man Venom Carnage category. There were so many good entries in this, but this one by Neverty just blew me away. I mean, just look at it. I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man franchise, and Venom has always been my favorite villain. I love that Carnage was part of the Battle Pass, and I'm so glad that so many of you guys made images and videos for this category. Now, there's a couple of maps with codes in this category, and one of them I wanted to show you particularly for one specific reason. Let's take a look. Okay, this one I could have just shown the image, but I wanted to come in here and show you, look at this building. Like, it's coming into our render distance as we're coming in. Dude, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it all loads in, but I saw someone comment on his post on Twitter, like, nice Photoshop. Dude, check that out. Like, that is stunning. It's so good, Kansas. I can't imagine how long this took to make. I'm so bad at this kind of thing. Like, it just looks so good. It's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. Highmate made the symbiote planet of Clintar, and I don't have a lot of knowledge about this storyline at all, but I loved all of the really cool creatures around, and just the feel of the planet was so awesome. I feel like this is a great one if you have either the Venom or Carnage skin to come on and have a good, solid 1v1. This next category is a combination of submissions about JB Chimpanzee and Charlotte. These are both super unique characters in the Battle Pass, and I love the submissions that you guys put in. There was a number of entries showing off JB's spaceship and even his rover. I love this recreation of Planet of the Apes and the moon landing. With Charlotte, a lot of you made her hometown, her dojo, and even recreated her. There were quite a few shout outs to Demon Slayer, including this one by Coelho. Holy cow, guys, look at that. There was one submission with a code, so let's check that out. MyCalGaming made this amazing artistic map based off of Charlotte's home. He did such a good job on the hills and the terrain and these beautiful Japanese styled buildings. He could have just made one of these, but he made an entire area that was just really impressive. Well done, MyCalGaming. Okay, Fabio gets his own category, although there weren't a ton of entries here. Fabio just intrigues me. He's a bit silly, but I love what you guys put together. And then there's Naruto. There was really only a handful of entries for Naruto, and we haven't got him yet this season, but I'm hoping we get him soon. Once again, our final category is the biggest of them all. I named this category Kevin, or Blevin, or Glevin. This category is all about the cube. Similar to Alien category in the last competition, this one had so many entries. Once again, I wish I could include everyone's entries in these videos, but I can only fit in like 5 to 10%. Makes me sad to think sometimes that you put a lot of hard work into my competition and you don't even get in the video. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I hope you'll understand that I can only fit so much into these, but you guys really did great. I particularly love all of the cube monsters that you guys made. Like, seriously, there's so many that are just absolutely awesome. Now, there were quite a few maps with codes in it, so we gotta get into them. This map is called Flatworld Br by Owanlin Ninja. This is actually a really impressive battle royale map. It's pretty large, so I bet this could fit up to 50 players, but it's got a lot of really interesting points of interest. It's got a nice flow to it. Everything is decorated really well. It has multiple biomes. It's even got its own sideways built in, and it's definitely got the cube theme to it. And overall, it's just a really impressive map. I really enjoyed running around this one. This map by Abyssal is actually really unique and really fun. There are 4 teams, and you each start in your own biome where you harvest gold, wood, and brick to buy guns, and then after a set amount of time, the wall between the biomes drop, and it's the last team standing win. I really love the design of this, and I think this would be a really fun game to play with your friends, and of course, Kevin is watching over all of you. This is a really simple map by Danno, but basically it's just a free-for-all right in the middle of this map. I love the simple cube design with all of the dark pillars around, and then of course Kevin in the middle. Sometimes it's the simplest maps that are the funnest. AdTrap also made a really cool battle royale based off of Kevin the Cube. This one was much smaller than the earlier one, so this would be fun with fewer players. This had some really fun little points of interest, and especially these areas where you enter it and it's low gravity and you have extra speed. So this is a great one if you want to jump in with your friends and have a quick battle royale. This is a fun little adventure map by OJ Spaceman, where Sloan is sending you on another mission. I really love this part with the boat where you had to get through the timed course to get to the next spot. It was really fun as far as I got, but be warned, guys, if you die, it's over. You only get 1 life. Corruption Attack by Sherb looks like an amazing map. I tried playing it, but for some reason, the planes just weren't working at all. So here's some footage of Sherb playing through his map, and I love the idea of a plane map because I haven't seen these very much, and I love the idea of the alien ships and Kevin mixed with this awesome adventure. This is Spellcraft by Chirpy. It's a huge open world crafting game where you explore, finding all sorts of items, and you can craft guns, weapons, and even powers. Now, I didn't get to play this with other people, and I'm assuming this would be really fun with a lot of people playing as well, because it appears like you have to kill people to get gold and really upgrade, but it's a really well-made world, although chests are pretty rare, so it would be hard to upgrade. But go check out Spellcraft and have fun exploring. Vex created a little live event where Kevin's in the middle of Steamy Stacks having a reaction. I'm not exactly sure everything what was happening on here, but it was awesome. I love this map by Infested Tomcat, where you come in and you have to choose the class that you want to be, and it's all of the characters from the Battle Pass. Then you can go in and have an awesome free-for-all fight surrounded by Kevins and a deadly storm. Really great idea. This may be the most unique and fun map of all of the Kevin maps. It's called Blevin's Day Out by Arcade. You meet Blevin here on a stranded island, and Blevin needs some help. So you go about doing different tasks like gathering fish for him, killing off the local chicken, and even gathering some flowers. When you complete all the tasks, you get 1 wish. And what's that wish? I'd like to be in Mustard Play's video. Okay, wish granted. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for entering the Season 8 build challenge. I can't wait for the next one.